We're on. Okay. I'll open the meeting of Natrona County Commission, May 5th. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bertolio,
Here.
Commissioner Chadwick,
Gotta turn my mic on. Here.
Commissioner Kaufman,
Here.
Commissioner Milne,
Here.
Chairman Hendry.
Here. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Man, we just kind of went sailing there for a minute, didn't we? We need a drummer to do cadence so we can. Okay. We have the announcement of the 2020 and 2021 scholarship recipients. First one would be Grace Bueller. And just for the record, she's going to be a student at UW for secondary education / chemistry. The other one was Julia Barrows, and she's going to be studying chemical engineering at UW. And the next one is Nikita Gallegos, and she is going to be studying computer science at UW. So congratulations to those scholarship recipients. Next, we have the approval of the consent agenda, but we do need to pull off item F, the CNFR hosting sponsorship, so that would be pulled off. Is there a motion to accept the consent agenda? Minus item F.
So moved.
Is that Paul?
Yes.
Commissioner Bertolio, seconded by
Seconded by Commissioner Hoffman.
Commissioner Kaufman. Okay, is there any discussion? All those in favor of the consent agenda, say aye.
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 Those opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Contracts, agreements, and resolutions. We have a contract with with the full Alcova full camper hookups and RV hookups. Is there a report from staff?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Commissioners, I'd ask that this be taken separately. As many of you know, this is phase 2 of the full hookup RV campground in Alcova. It was awarded to Haas Construction. I received last week the packet of documents that you have with regard to the award of the contract to Haas. I think everything with regard to the award and the process looks fine to me. However, I did not have an opportunity as I started to look at the contract. I thought there were a couple of things from a legal standpoint that needed to be amended. So not wanting to hold this up until the 19th, I suggested that we pull this out, and my recommendation, should the commission want to move forward, would be to award the contract for construction of the Alcova Full Hookup RV Campground Phase 2 project to Haas Construction, and to authorize the chairman to execute the contract subject to the approval as to form by the county attorney's office. My deputy is currently reviewing that, and I would anticipate we'll have that ready to go in the next day or two, but this would give us the formal approval just subject to legal review.
Okay. Just one other note on that. I asked the parks director to make sure that everything that was in the RFP was talked about in the contract with them, so that we aren't going to have any change orders. We're not going to afford any change orders. Any discussion on that item? Is there a motion?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, it's
Second.
been moved and seconded. Jim Milne seconded. Paul moved that the contract for the Alcova full hookup for RV campground Phase 2 be awarded to Haas Construction, and the chairman would ratify that when it is approved by staff. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed? Motion carried. The next one is a public hearing, and it's CUP 20-1. It was recommended to table this item for right now. Is there a motion to table?
Mr. Chairman, I'd make a motion to table CUP 20-1 until further.
What, do we have a
How
date?
long do you need?
Till August 4th?
Till August 4th.
Okay, is there a second? Is that
Is that good enough?
Commissioner Chadwick?
Yes.
And who made the motion?
Me.
You did, yep. Jim made the motion, no discussion. All those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed? Okay. Now, we don't, on public comments, and we did not receive any, is that right? Okay, I'm going to read this. If anybody's watching online, we're going to have a couple of meetings here, planning next week about the dinosaur solar. Then we will hear it the first part of June, the first meeting in June. So your input is valuable. Please visit www.natrona.net/public comment and complete the interactive form with your name and address and phone number and a brief description of the subject matter. Upon submission, the information you will provide will be delivered to our office. When the public comment period opens, you will be contacted by phone and placed on speaker to share your thoughts with the commission. To avoid feedback, please mute your computer speaker so that we can hear you clearly. Please silence any other distractions. Tune into Natrona County YouTube channel and watch the meeting live. Please contact the County Commissioner's office at 307-235-9202 with any questions, or if you do not have internet. The deadline for submission is 5 o'clock on Monday, the day before the meeting. So this one would have been Monday, May 4th. Now, for the planning, it's the same process, is that right? Same numbers, same everything? No?
The form says Dino Solar comment.
Dinosolar comment, okay. So, that's coming up, and so that's the process. I would, if you have any questions, call up planning or call up our commissioner's office, and we'll get you the right information if you want to make a comment. As I understand it, the comments for that one and will be the same way. The comments for ours will be the same way. So, okay. Do we have anybody on the line? They would have called in, right?
Michelle would have had the number for you to call.
You do have a number?
No.
No? Okay. Okay, commissioners' comments. Commissioner Milne.
Oh, I hate being first.
I hate being first.
Obviously, nobody's here, but if there is anybody out there watching, I just want to stress, things are getting better. They're clearing up. We're moving forward. Please have patience. be mindful, protect yourself. Nobody else is going to protect you or from anybody else better than you are. You are responsible for yourself. So please protect yourself in crowds, going out, doing what you need to. On another side, the energy sector has taken a serious hit here recently, and I'm right there with you guys, and my thoughts are with you for those of you that have lost your jobs. We've been through this before, though. The energy sector's gone up and down before. We know how to handle this, and we'll come out of it stronger. So hang tough, guys. That's it for me.
Okay, Commissioner Bertolio.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The only thing I have is the WCCA is having their Zoom or Microsoft team meeting Thursday. Based on the numbers, our dues go up about $1,000 from $35,100 to $36,200 or something like that. I know we're going to be in tough times, but what this organization has done through the legislature and especially through this whole COVID-19, I think we've gotten more than our money's worth out of them. So it should be a good meeting.
Okay, Commissioner Chadwick.
I have nothing.
Commissioner Kaufman.
I'll make this quick. So I just want to thank, obviously, county staff. It's really been an interesting process to shut down a courthouse and then to bring it back online. And I think people have had a lot of patience and tenacity as we've tried to work our way through this. I also want to just thank the business community and just the residents who live here. We're all in this together, and it's taken a lot of patience and kindness, but I'm grateful that we're here and we're pivoting and we're seeing the shift. So the last thing I do want to share, this week is National Travel and Tourism Week. So the good news is 2020 is going to look obviously a lot different from a travel perspective, but 2019 was a banner year. Over 2,600 jobs, $330 million spent in our market. We welcomed nearly 1 million visitors last year, which is the largest number we've seen on record. So we are going to celebrate that tomorrow, and there's good news. The hospitality industry is strong and certainly does not offset energy, but it can be a backfill, and I think we're going to need it. So anyways, just wanting to share some good news with that too. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
That's great. Well, as far as comments from me, we've pretty well touched on it at our meeting today. I'm glad that the health department put out to the restaurants today that I think we can open for in-restaurant seating and using the social distancing and that kind of thing, but at least get somewhat back to work and back to making money. I'll tell you, it's been awful tough. When you have a restaurant that you got to pay bills too, those restaurant owners, and they need some money coming in, and I'm really glad that they're going to be able to open. We've got to get the rest of the economy open, though. Right now agriculture is in the same boat. When you have 40% of your supply nationally going to restaurants and that kind of service sector, that's a 40% hit right off the top. So we need to get everybody back to work for all of us. And maybe back to work will mean they're driving more and they're burning more oil. We got to burn out of that too. All right, well, that's all. Oh, I guess publicly, this is the time to do it too. We're going to soft open the courthouse starting on Monday, the 11th. And we'll have the downstairs open. It'll be the southwest door. And you can walk in and get titles and pay your taxes, please. And then license plates, we'll be able to do those also. And then the assessor's office, if you have any questions on your assessments, please call them and make an appointment to come down and talk to them if you can't resolve it on the phone. So that'll be the first part, and we hope that every week that goes by, we can open another section of the courthouse and get it all back to going. But with that, we're adjourned. Thank you.